What's poppin'? It's your boy Moses, aka Nomo, chilling right here in the Lit Out Studio with another episode of the Brown Militia Podcast. Got two very special co-hosts in the building. I got Mr.
Richard Villa, baby. I am here. You can find me at all my platforms at Richard Comedy. Also, shows coming up. You can see me the 14th of January. I'll be at the Laugh Factory in Covina. On the 18th, we'll be in Tempe, Arizona. On the 20th, at the Ice House. You do not want to miss it, and many shows. So if you want to know more information, just go to richardvilla.com or just go to at Richard Villa at all my social media platforms.
And this is Ernesto Ledesma, stand-up comic. I'm going to be in Tempe, Arizona with him and also at the Ice House for our homie Ace's birthday. Quick shout-out. Thanks for everybody for coming out and supporting the Georgia's After Dark shit. We're going to keep it going for the rest of the month. So shows at downtown Long Beach every Wednesday for this month.
That's right.
That's it.
Now, I know a lot of people are here returning to watch this episode because they'd like to hear us talk shit about other Mexicans, Americans, and Latinos and shit. So let's start off with you, Richard. What do you hate about Mexican Americans, my boy?
They're not proud of being American.
Okay. What do you mean?
You're here for a reason, man.
Right.
Your parents came to this country legally or illegally.
Right.
Because your country couldn't take care of you. And that's that. And I've said it before. My mom explained it to me before. He says, Mijo, if Mexico, which is your mother, cannot feed you, then you go to your stepmother, which is America. And my mom was very proud to be an American because she said, the opportunities that I was able to give you as kids, even as a young girl, he says, in a small ranch in Conticlan, Juchipila, Zacatecas.
What'd you call me?
Conticlan.
I said, what'd you call me?
Juchipila. She said, I would never think that I would be able to give my kids the life that I've given them and the things that you guys have done here in America. In Mexico, you guys would never have done this. And for that, I'm always grateful to this country. And I look at it as a stepmother, and you don't stop loving one or the other. You don't bring one down to glorify the other. You just glorify both of them.
Right.
And that's some of the things that I think that I wish more Mexican Americans did is be proud of being American, bro. Nothing wrong with being that. And I know people in Mexico make you shame of that. Sometimes they'll throw it in your face, pinche pocho. We go, well, then fuck you, motherfucker. Like, look at our situation in Mexico. You understand? Like, that's why we had to leave. We didn't leave because it was nice. If it was nice, we would have stayed. Trust me. Everybody wants a vacation. But when we went, it wasn't that nice, bro.
Me personally, it pisses me off how like our parents, they'll come here to this country for a better life like that. You know what I mean? For bettering everything in their lives, you know? But then they come over here and then they'll always be trying to feed us like, así lo hacíamos en el rancho. Comíamos patas de puerco en el rancho. You know, fish head soup.
Nothing
soup.
Nothing wrong with that, bro.
No. My thing is like, it's like, well, you're not in your rancho, dude. Fucking give me the rest of the pig. Where's the good shit? They're eating all the fucked up parts, like menudo, dude. You're eating fucking pig. Fucking like, that's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Bacon's just like 2 cuts away. Just get that shit. That's the shit that pisses me off.
But listen, guys, don't you agree that it's the nostalgic aspect of it? When is it?
Yeah, but
they call them capiretes, or no sé, when they milk the cow directly into the cup with tequila and all that shit.
And chocolate powder.
And then you gotta take a shit like 5 seconds later.
Exactly. And they're like, oh, we do this. Like, fuck you, dude. My stomach is not programmed for this shit.
There's a place in Fontana. There's a place in Fontana where it's somebody's house and they have like a little ranchos down the back. And people go there for breakfast and they make those fresh out the fucking vaca.
Yes. But my body is not designed for that.
The homies invite you to like, hey, let's go get some fucking jaripetes. Like, okay, fuck, I'm fucking down, fool. Let's go. Like, let's all go fucking shit our brains on some backyard. Let's go. I'm down. Like, that does not sound like fun, my boy.
No, bro, I'm sorry. And if that doesn't make me Mexican, I'm sorry. Then.
And then they put fucking like tequila, like 100 proof tequila, and they light it on fire. Like, why is my shit on fire, dog? Like,
it's a chocomil. Why am I drinking a chocomil on fire?
Speaking about being American and shit, Hunter Biden got he just pulled up at the fucking whatever it's called, the Senate, and they're trying to ask him about his fucking his extracurricular activities, making fucking porno videos and smoking crack and shit. And some reporters straight up asked him, what kind of crack do you smoke? Now we have a former crack dealer in the building. Is there different types of crack? And what kind of crack would you sell him?
Back then was no difference. It was just crack. Okay. I mean, or at least we didn't get into the flavors. I'm pretty sure we would say, you got crack? That was it. I don't know what it's like now. I'm pretty sure with terpenes that you get from different flavors, you can actually flavor whatever you want.
I've seen that. One time this girl gave me a and it was like almost like strawberry flavored.
But it's terpenes that they're using
What's
to mix.
terpene?
It's what gives it that flavor. What you find in weed, what you see in your vapes, all that stuff.
Like
Those are just flavoring for whatever the fuck you're mixing.
That's tight.
That
You ever
can't be good
serve crack to somebody famous?
I wouldn't know. I don't. Maybe they were famous. I don't know. I'm pretty sure whoever was famous picked up crack from my house. I know Bobby Brown or somebody picked up crack from my house.
What about you, Ernesto? You ever smoke crack with somebody famous?
I never smoked crack in general. I never even smoked crack with someone that wasn't famous. To be honest,
The only time I'm smoking crack was with someone that's famous. Huh?
if it was like if Hunter Biden pulled up and he was like, "Fool, we're fucking bitches, we're smoking crack," I gotta do it.
Now, I agree with him.
That's like turning down a blunt from Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
if it's
hilarious.
somebody famous and they told me, "Hey, we're smoking crack," I'm like, you know what?
You're telling
I'm doing it.
Yeah, dude. You're not gonna smoke weed with Willie Nelson or do crack with Hunter Biden.
We sold it, but I never smoked it. You know what I mean? It was never something that I'm looking forward to smoking. Cause I just knew the effects. It was so scary for me as a kid.
Yeah.
But,
but-
as an adult now, and I know I'm not gonna die. I think.
I know,
I'm like,
especially if
fuck
you
it.
have your own house and you pay the bills. It's like, let me just take my day off, enjoy it with a nice little crack in the living room. You know what I mean? If you flip out, you make a hole in the wall, you got it covered. It's your fucking house.
No.
You know, so if that's why it's crazy. Like when you'd see kids in high school and they'd be like on acid and Molly or like ecstasy and shit like that. So that always tripped me out because it's like that's when everyone experiments with drugs is when they're younger. When in reality, it should be when you're about Richard's age and you've got everything kind of handled. And then
Yeah.
it's like, now I could fucking...
Let me fuck this up.
Yeah,
Let me fuck
guess.
everything I built. No, bro.
You're at the top of the mountain, throw it all away.
Wrong. So remember that comedian? It's a comedian, but a magician at the same time. Big fat guy in Vegas. He was very, what's his name? I forget. I wish I would know his name. AC, if you can look him up. It's a comedian that was,
Is it two guys?
no, it's one guy, big fat guy, but he would tell you the trick. And he would
And he would still do it, and you'd still be like
big
amazed.
fat guy, always sweaty. Shit! I wish I knew.
He would
his-
smoke crack during his set.
But no, the guy just his entire career, he just smoked crack. His entire life, it became part of. He was a functioning.
It was in his act.
No. He was a
And now
functioning
we're gonna smoke a
crackhead
bowl.
in Vegas. Like literally, the guy could fucking just.
Yeah, but 90% of people that live in Vegas are crackheads, anyways.
Well, yeah.
Let's be real. But
Okay.
also I like that. People are always like, crack's gonna ruin your life. And how many times do you see a crackhead do some shit that's borderline superhero shit? You know what I mean? Like you'll see a crackhead like backflip over a car. They're jumping off buildings. They're saving kids from fires. Crackheads are fucking
Okay,
Superheroes.
superheroes.
I get the crackhead when you're young. I get that you're experimenting, or maybe you ran with the wrong group.
Oh, it's old. Yeah.
Okay, but at what point do you go? Okay, I'm done with the crack.
Oh, you're not.
And
done
what
with
time
crack.
you're not that cool cat anymore? Now you're just a crackhead. You know what I mean?
I
Like
think
the-
it's from watching Soft White Underbelly. Is like people are just like they just move on to fentanyl.
Amazing Jonathan. The Amazing
And that
Jonathan.
guy was on
bro.
crack.
That guy was on crack the entire career, bro.
Wow, dude.
The Amazing Jonathan. And if you look, I don't know if he's still alive. There's a whole documentary on it, right? And he admits it. He's smoking crack in the documentary, bro.
Yeah, people should admit to doing drugs more too. Like people, it's like annoying when people like people act like because you do a drug, it's like you're like a crackhead like that on the street. And it's like, and if you understand that most of the world, everyone's on something, Adderall, fucking Vicodin, all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? Like it's weird how. That's back again. It goes to back where like these people, they'll do drugs, but they don't have a house to do it at. So we're just watching them be on drugs out. Meanwhile, like people's moms
Like
be
the
on
Amazing Jonathan is doing crack. It is nice, sweet. in
That's what I'm
Vegas.
saying, and nobody sees it, but he's fucking flipping out and doing crackhead
Now, do
shit.
you think he needs to smoke crack to just keep that lifestyle going?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
remember, like last night, I'm out and about and I'm fucking having a good time, and then I have to wake up early, take my kid, then I have a time to sleep now.
And that's
chill.
the time
But-
when you started being like,
but
crack kind of makes
you-
sense.
No, but when your career is really freaking busy and you're constantly touring,
yeah.
this is what I'm talking about. To maintain
You don't have time to sleep.
the lifestyle that now everybody around you, and you're going the pressure of like, hey, I gotta perform.
I know, and gotta
And
be
you're
high energy
tired.
and shit.
And you gotta be high energy, and that's your character. Guess what? Now I gotta consume. just to keep that energy going. Because if not, I'm not gonna go get through the night.
Speaking of consuming, dog, all these fucking white teachers in the middle America have been consuming young boys lately.
Consuming them boys like
and getting
vulture
and getting caught for it. Did you guys hear about the high school teacher that got caught messing with a 16-year-old, and she went to jail? But not only did she go to jail, her dad went to jail.
Did you see the teacher though?
Yeah,
Did you see the
they're usually pretty hot.
teacher?
Yeah,
Usually
what
pretty
is
hot.
that? They're also usually pretty attractive women.
Yeah, like they
which is
can't get
crazy.
guys their own age.
Bro.
So it's like one of those, like, they have a thing for it, right?
No, I think what it becomes is it's those girls that had horrible self-esteem when they were in high school. So then they could never had a chance with the cool kid. And then now they're teachers, and there's this cool kid in class, dude, and he's fucking all the time. You know what I mean?
I disagree. I think it was the hot chicks in school that when they grew up, the attention went away.
Oh.
And now they're getting it from the kids, and they're reliving their high
Wow.
school years.
Yeah.
And trying
could
to
be it.
think, oh, I'm still hot. No, you're a teacher.
It's like, bitch,
you're
you're
not
not-
supposed to flirt with this kid. You're not living your youth again.
it's like you're not
old.
hot.
You have bills. You have student loans. You made bad decisions in life. You dated the wrong guy, mija. That doesn't mean you get to sleep with my kid.
And also, too, like, the girls in high school that are the similar age, they're already smarter than the boys, right? And this girl's even older and even smarter. Like, she's just straight manipulating them, you know?
And also, like, I don't think we blame enough these smooth ass kids.
Did you have the balls to fucking
I
teach you
mean,
in high school?
they
We're
have
talking-
TikTok now, bro.
these
They
sli-
can look up hot fucking pickup lines on TikTok.
Oh, dude, they literally be like, they follow accounts. How to riz up your teacher 101.
Part one.
This 5-step system to fuck your teacher. And then, it's crazy. It's crazy though. Like a bunch of these kids, dude, and it's like, dude, and it's like so normalized. That's what pisses me off too. It's so normalized sexualizing like children. It's not even crazy or shocking that kids are having sex in high school. Like we're so beyond the fact from not even being shocked
at
about it
how
that we're just
different-
like, oh, it's a teacher. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but look at how different our conversations being and so nonchalant, and nobody that's been watching this has felt offended yet.
Right.
If we're talking about a young lady that's 16 years old and it was a man doing this,
Yeah, cause
so this lets you know that not only men do this, women do this. There are out there
Because technically,
girls
she's
that
like
are gonna be
she's a
victimized,
pedophile, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
she's a pedophile.
totally a pedophile.
She is a
And
pedophile.
here's the thing too. It's just like and let's be real though. Like as like the girls will almost fucking reverse pedophile hot male teachers sometimes. Remember in high school, there'd always be like that girl that was like, oh, or like in middle school, oh my God, he's so cute. I love him. They'd bother him and they'd be like super overly like fucking trying to get at that teacher. It's like, dude, the amount of times I saw that happening and you're not seeing constantly like this dude fuck this kid at school, it's just like, dude, men seem to be keeping it together at least at work more than women these days, which is crazy.
Let me ask you, but the dad was okay, right? That's the whole thing.
I think that's why they arrested
'cause
him.
you're like, well, why are you guys talking about this? No, it's the twist here is that the dad got arrested too.
Yeah.
How did he participate in this?
I think he facilitated, like he gave him a ride to Smash or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Would you if you had a son, would you do the same thing for
Bro,
your son?
so let me tell you. I just want to know how he got involved. Okay, so I'm just turned 18, bro. Like I just turned 18, and I'm from Mexicali, and I go visit family, and in there, my aunt introduced me to one of her friends from her high school. You understand? This is a 28-year-old. I just turned 18, and there's a friend of the family's. I don't know her, and we get to know each other. We're joking around. She comes to LA. When I go back to Mexicali, my dad literally dropped me off to her, literally like handing a young man, here you go. And the thing she did to me, oh my
made you a
God, the
man?
things
She
she
made
did
you a
to
man
me.
that night?
She made me a man, bro. Like I held myself in the fetal position crying. Like, I don't want you, no.
He took
But
hot showers for 2 weeks.
Dude,
after.
she came with bad intents.
Damn.
She came in with bad intent.
let me
like
ask you
she
this.
said, "How many condoms do we have?"
No.
Okay, we're gonna need more.
But don't-
and I'm like, dude.
Don't you think that your dad somehow, like, what if, like, how do you know it's a family friend and not just some lady that your dad hired?
No. This is my okay.
Maybe
so
that
my
ma-
aunt, my dad's sister, knew her from school.
Oh.
Do
I
you
was-
understand?
I was gonna say like maybe your dad thought you were gay. He's like, let me just drop him off, make sure he's not
no,
gay.
him and his friend were like two dirty old men going like, oh shit, they're gonna eat him
That-
up. Like
no,
he
that-
knew where he was taking me.
And
Like,
did he ask you about it after and shit like that? Like,
oh, he asked me before we got there.
Oh,
He's like, what's
yeah.
gonna happen? Where am I taking you? I said, he's like, ooh.
he gave you did okay. So
I mean, in his eyes, I can see pride.
but up until this point, have you guys sat down and had the quote unquote the talk?
oh yeah, we had that at 5.
Yeah, yeah.
Te la coges, mijo, ¿qué? Like, me see my dad.
Your dad probably already had smashed her before. Like, make sure you nibble on her ear while you're
Yeah.
doing this.
Maybe.
She,
You
she
pointed
likes
her.
she likes when you fucking tickle her knee.
No. So supposedly she was a virgin.
No,
Nah,
man.
hell no.
Bro, nah, let me tell you. And I hope she never sees this, but whoever married her, she wasn't a virgin, bro.
Shout out
Not
to-
when I was there.
Shout out to you, Sonia, wherever you're at right now.
wherever you are. I even forget her name. I forgot her name, but I know my aunt had asked me
Drop the
like
IG
years
handle.
later. She said, hey, did you and her ever hook up? I was like, did we ever hook up, dude?
Well, she hooked up with me, but
I cried afterwards.
I just laid there.
that's crazy. See, that's fine because he's 18. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the other one.
But I'm pretty sure my dad wouldn't have hesitated if I was 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just the way he did it, the way he, before he never, if I would have told him, give me a ride to go fuck yourself. But it was like, hey, I'm going to go get smashed. Oh, let's go. Let's
I feel like dads they allow their sons to lose their virginity as soon as they can drive. Like, you're 14, you can drive. All right, you can have sex now.
Oh yeah, there's no other reason to have a car when you're that age but to go fuck. The only reason you have a car at that age is because you can't afford to rent a hotel. You
Yeah,
know what I
you're
mean?
smashing your car.
Yeah, dude. Fucking.
Speaking of people that were wrongfully convicted, like that dude's dad, this man in I think it was Indiana, some state, was wrongfully convicted in prison for 44 years, and he finally was found innocent because they convicted him for robbery and rape. Right? He was 21 years old. He was convicted or incarcerated for 44 years. So he's like what, 65?
60 something, yeah.
And they ended up giving him $25 million. Do you think $25 million is enough for being in jail for 45 years?
Well, let's break it down. Let's see how much it equals to per
year?
Per year, yeah.
25?
What did he do before he went to
25
prison?
million?
Yeah, so it's got to be like 500,000 a year.
Okay, but okay.
Seems like not a lot. It seems like you could just have a really good job.
500,000 a year. Think about it. What did he do before he went to prison?
Like, what was his job?
yeah.
Was he gonna make that amount of money? No, he was never gonna make that much
Okay.
money.
Do you understand? At 65, you were able to stay out of trouble, create a friendship with other people.
What do you mean stay out of trouble?
You're
Dude,
in the trouble.
You in jail already.
There's no way.
It's
There's-
not like they can put you in jail again.
Let
I'm
me
saying-
tell you something,
No, no,
buddy.
no, no,
Let
no.
me tell you something, buddy. You're serving 44 years. You're not just hanging around with shoplifters. You're in some pretty gnarly situation.
Yes.
You're in crazy. He's probably pod boss. He probably stabbed somebody. You don't just fucking.
He's
What
like-
do you
he's
think is out here?
But he's probably level four. Level four.
Yeah. But what do you think is out here?
Yeah,
you
but-
didn't think you were gonna get shot out here? You didn't think somebody was gonna rob you? You didn't think you were gonna get fucking stabbed out here, runned over? You didn't think shit was gonna happen
Look.
to you? You were able to live your life all the way to 65, and now you have 25 million. That is what everybody works their entire life to get to.
Like, that beats-
65
Oh, that was literally
and
his
then
retirement plan.
retirement.
That beats
That
any
is his retirement plan.
That beats any pension.
That's
Any-
what I'm
any
talking
401k.
about.
right, you're
I don't think
you're
I'll
right.
ever retire at 65. When I'm 65, I won't have 2 pennies to rub together.
and
bro.
to be honest, he's probably in great physical shape.
Of course,
His
of
skin's
course,
still tight. You know what I mean?
dude.
He hasn't
and
seen
he's
the sun
black. Oh, he still looks young,
and he hasn't seen the
You know,
sun that much, so he for sure doesn't have
Yes.
blemishes. He doesn't have like
How
liver
much
spots.
reading did he get done?
He's smarter now. He's started
Right?
business.
He could be a lawyer now. He
And-
can pass the board as
and-
much law books as he read and as much as he went into his case. Right now, this man now goes around the country as a motivational speaker. That's all he does now.
Hell no, dude.
Spends
He
his
be
million-
fucking bitches, dude. Like 44
Yeah.
years, you ain't getting no hoes, and then you're out and millions of dollars, dude. You're not,
Bro,
for
and
your-
we live in a time where you can buy Viagra.
Oh,
and
dude,
they
the
bring
kid-
it to your house.
The kid is good, dude.
Do you
The kid is
understand?
fucking
And
good.
there's flavored crack. Are you kidding me? This is the time. To have-
honestly, they're giving them the recipe to go straight back to jail.
I'm thinking of going
I'm
to
doing-
jail and see if I can get convicted wrongfully so I can get out of jail and get 65
You're
million.
looking for to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Have you guys ever seen the show Prison Break?
Oh yeah, dude. That's the
No.
one where he got like this guy fucking his
tattoos-
brother was in prison, so he he got himself locked up and
Yeah.
tattoos the prison plans on
Yeah,
him.
he tattoos the blueprints on him. So like every night he's like planning. He's basically like digging himself out of prison with little tools and shit like that. Did you guys hear about in New York all the what are they called, Hasidic Jews or something?
Hasidic Jews.
Hasidic Jews. They were building tunnels under the, what do they have, a mosque or what is it called?
Yeah. Like pretty much their churches. So what ended up happening is somebody took a video on TikTok and it went hella viral of this fucking Hasidic Jew in like the full fucking Polish attire shit. Like in the 14th century, a Polish attire. He came out the fucking ground out of a hole, and this guy's trying to get like, what's going on? Where are you coming from? What is it? And the dude just get the fuck out of my way and runs for it. So that went clearly viral, and then the
Right.
police are like, this is crazy. Where's this guy coming from? They went to investigate, dude. And yeah, dude, and they fucking just led it straight into a fucking church and shit. And then they started throwing putazos. They were just like, get out of here, fucking police. So they started fighting there was a bunch of Jews fighting police officers, which was pretty. They stand on business.
But it was pretty crazy how the cops were like just holding them back with their hands. Like no tasers were fired, no shots were fired, nobody got fucked up. Like if it was a bunch of like, you know, black people or whatever other
Or
race,
Middle Eastern Jews.
or Middle Eastern people or like Islam people, what is it called? Like what are the Islam people called?
They're all the same guy.
Muslims. If it was Muslims,
Taser guns come out.
if it was Muslims, yeah, the guns come out, fools are getting shot. But it's crazy how like they just respect these
Do you
people
guys
so
know
much.
how they found out about the digging, right?
No.
It's fucking, they were investigating El Chapo. Those are Chapo's people, bro.
Oh, that's so
Come
funny.
on, Jewish knows who does the work, bro. El Chapo's people. Shit. They
you know-
called the experts. They said, "Hey, go to Tijuana, bring me a couple of those engineers. We're gonna make a ton."
I think that's where they fucked up. That they would have hired Mexicans, they
Right?
would never got caught.
Never. We're quiet. We're small.
It would have
Look
came
at
out
El
of
Chapo.
It would have came out of different church. It would have
Right?
been easy.
But no. El Chapo brought a service that now it's not.
And
being offered.
the Jews were so cheap they didn't want to pay for the Mexicans, you know, so they
That's
they
what it
fucked it
was.
up.
And the whole
save
thing,
some money here.
The whole thing was crazy because they just got caught right now, 2024, dude. This shit's been going on since the pandemic. Evidently, the what had happened is that all these like extremist Jewish people, they fucking dug holes all over
To
New
go to
York
church.
to go to church
crazy.
during the lockdown, which is fucking wild, dude. Because I mean, they've been fucking running around through these systems of tunnels down there, and all it took is one motherfucker to slip up, dude.
You don't think it's the fact that the temple and going there was the only way they can get away from their wives?
Damn.
Think about it, because I know I built the whole garage during the pandemic just so I wouldn't see my wife.
Yeah, dude.
I
Richard,
dude, I seriously.
Richard keeps build. I went to his house and he just keeps building rooms away from his family.
further and further out.
They really do. I swear to God, that's what I was saying. Because one time he's like, "Come to my office inside of his house," and then it's like, I hooked up the garage, which is further, and then we were out in the back one time. He was like, "I'm thinking of building a studio back there." And how far can I get?
Yeah.
In about 10 years, he'd be like, "I actually have an apartment downtown."
So I can understand why they're digging.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you start digging? Wouldn't you want to tell your wife, I gotta go to the temple?
Oh yeah,
we're
dude,
digging."
dead ass, dude. I just moved in with my girlfriend, and my girlfriend moved in with me. I'm just like, I'm starting to go to the studio now. All of a sudden,
Right?
all of a sudden, I'm being productive. You know?
Yeah, now you're doing your job. You don't want to go to home.
You're the most productive you've ever been in your
It's
life.
fucking ridiculous, dude.
I gotta go. Sorry.
No, it's fucking wild, man.
So maybe it's that. Maybe they didn't want to be with their wives. They're like, hey, we got to go to the temple somehow, and the government's not letting us. Let's go dig.
It's also crazy the fact that they started getting down with police. Like they started throwing chairs and all kinds of shit. And also even crazy that the church is like, yeah, it's fine. All these tunnels leading here, it's fine. Don't worry about it. As long as you guys are coming to church.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you talking about, dude? Somebody call the authorities. It's highly illegal.
Yeah, the
You're
foundation of other people's houses are coming
Yeah,
down.
how
so-
many times do we see those TikToks and shit where like people see a crack on the sidewalk and they look in it and it's like some guy's apartment? It's like you guys are literally ruining the entire city just like trying to get to church. It's fucking crazy. And it already doesn't need help, dude. Fucking New York it seems like it's constantly falling apart.
Well, it's built like an island, like there's literally water under that island. Like it's gonna fall apart
Yeah.
eventually.
Don't you
It's
think
sinking.
God would know, like, hey, man, we couldn't go? Well, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to punish you. The government wouldn't let me. Yeah, I get it. Bro.
Speaking about punishment, there's a lady that broke up with her boyfriend, and the one thing that she stole from his house was the plate inside the microwave. She just took that shit, so he couldn't microwave food no more. What is one thing that you would hate if you were to break up with your wife or your girlfriend that she would take that would really break your heart from your house?
My kid.
Yeah, well, that's just sad.
Let's keep physical items, not people.
Physical items.
Something that you
All right,
bought. Something that
motherfucker,
you
yeah.
bought.
Other than that,
For me, it'll be my baby wipes. Like when I take a shit, like I have to use baby wipes, dog. If I use toilet paper, like nah, I'm not having a good time.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like if you're an adult with your own money It's crazy that you're shitting and still using toilet paper. That's crazy, dude. You're shitting like a fucking peasant from the 18th century.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what pissed me the fuck off?
What?
Would be either she takes my remote or she takes the remote for the garage.
Ooh, we have to get
I
up.
have to get off and
Go
punch
inside.
it in.
No, you guys
or
are
look it
living.
up and change. Oh.
You're old, man. There's apps for that shit. You know what I mean?
Not for the garage door, is there?
100% you can find
It's
one.
got to be a Bluetooth one, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm
There's
that
gotta
old.
be.
But
George,
I'd be lost, bro. I'll be lost. I'm that old. I'll be
If she
lost.
just took like
Shit, she took my phone.
if she
I'm
took
done.
the right shoe of all your collection, just the right one, and then now you got to be like, because you're not gonna throw the whole thing away. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go try to find the other one.
Oh, what
Like I'm
about-
gonna find it online. Like,
what about your glasses? Take out your glasses. You can't see shit now.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a good
yeah, dude, that really fucks everything up because then I remember like now I have backup glasses, but I didn't for the longest, and it's like the moment my shit broke, it's like, oh, I'm blind for about a week until the new one's coming. It was the worst shit ever, dude.
Facts. Yeah, me too. I got contacts, but if I didn't have no contacts and she took all my glasses, I couldn't even leave my house, dog.
Yeah, you can't even watch porn, bro.
Yeah, you have to watch it
Horrible.
like this and shit. Like,
Who watches porn? It's all about the sound. You know what I mean?
that's all about the plot, the
Yeah.
story.
Extreme moaning. Where is
Yeah,
where is it?
loud sex. That's what you type in. Loud sex.
Ernesto, did you hear about the Oscar Mayer Wiener thing?
Yeah. So if you haven't heard about it, Richard, it's
No wiener thing. I haven't heard
the
about the
Oscar
wiener talk.
Mayer Wiener. You know the Wienermobile per se.
Yeah.
So Oscar Myers is paying people $35,000 a year daily allowance to pretty much travel across the U.S. in it.
In the Wiener
In the
mobile?
Wiener, the,
In the Wiener
the
mobile.
Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile.
So
You
here's-
the salary's 35 plus a
$35,000 a year.
daily stipend and full benefits.
Yeah, full benefits. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, we reach out and we're like, hey, we're trying to tour all year. Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. What's up? Make it happen. And we split that cash, baby.
Bro, I am in.
Would you be down with that?
Bro, I think we can suit this up with some beds, with the little PlayStation. We go on the road. We take it on the country.
Hey, I
That
seen
Wiener mobile is gonna smell like a Wiener mobile.
It's gonna be a real Wiener Mobile.
It's gonna be
Nothing
a
but you
real
fuckers in there.
Yeah.
When I was a truck driver, dog, I used to see that shit on the 605, and the person driving it was like a little, like a young Asian lady, and she looked so happy driving that bitch. Dog.
Of course, her job is to ride around in a Wiener. That's
What
like
if
I'm
we get
driving
like
a Wiener.
what if we get like an uncircumcised Wienermobile? You know what I mean?
Well, the whole thing it has the bun on it. It has to be uncircumcised. You know, it has the bun
Yeah,
on it.
it
Still.
has to.
Okay.
It has to have the button.
Just throwing funny shit out there. You know what I mean?
Listen.
I just think it would be really good. First of all,
Also, you can make it like Mexican style. Like you can wrap it with bacon and put a jalapeno on top.
Ooh, fire. That's it. Gangster.
the LA dog.
Yeah,
the
Mexican
LA
street
dog
dog.
on the fucking
LA
road.
Wienermobile.
dog.
Dude.
But here's the shit. It would be sick. I mean, we fucking make TikToks about it. We could literally be the fucking wiener.
Of course.
The wiener
How do
comedians.
how do we reach out to them?
What
Is
do
this
you
something
mean?
that
Oscar
you-
Mayer, dog.
You're
Tap
the
in,
famous
tap
guy,
in.
dude.
Yes.
You're the famous guy. You fucking reach out to them.
No, bro. I'm in. So
We need people to tag Oscar Mayer right now.
Oscar
below.
Mayer Wieners, tell them, hey, we have a bunch of Mexican comedians that are down to go down and
Go on
Yeah,
tour.
so
And
Oscar
tour.
Myers, so tag you guys. So hopefully you guys see this. Oscar Myers, we want to,
Yes.
me, Richard.
If you want to see the LA dog, the one that's wrapped in bacon across the country, reach out to us. Let's get a Oscar Mayer wiener, and I'm pretty sure we can integrate the bacon into the car.
no, it's
jalapeno.
not feasible, dude. Because
It's feasible,
No,
it is.
no,
Why
no.
not?
You can, just
'Cause
you can airbrush it on there.
Here's the,
Yeah.
tag a
here's the
homie.
thing, man. They're already giving us a car. Let's just
Listen,
be, let's just be
listen.
chill.
Let me tell you, this is the Mexican mentality, bro.
Yeah.
You're not dreaming big. You're whatever you want. sir.
Not dreaming
Okay,
big.
let
I
me
just
take
said
it
let's
as-
tour in a Wienermobile
Yes,
for a year.
but what makes us different? Okay, they're gonna say like, why these guys? Why? Because this is the LA dog.
No, because also we're doing because we're comedians.
Who else has the LA dog, baby?
Yeah.
we gotta represent LA all over the country. I think if I'm down to do it, if it's the LA dog, that is it.
Yeah.
If LA is down to back me up, talk to Oscar Mayer Wieners and tell them, hey, we want the LA dog.
All
Give
right.
them an LA dog.
And if you guys don't want to give us that, then just cut him out, and I'm in, baby. Still
Regular
I'm
dog.
still
And
in.
I'm out.
And I'm
I'd rather
still
be
in.
memorable. I want to make history. I don't just want to be one
Oh,
of the many.
dude, you
I
think
want to be
what-
different.
One of many. No other comics are toured in the thing. If we did it just regularly, people are losing
Oscar
their
Mayer
mind.
Wiener goes, and no, I want the Mexican LA
Here's the
dog
thing. Here's the
on
thing.
the
It's gonna
road.
cost us like $35,000 at the bacon.
I'll I'll pay
jalapeno
for it
thing.
out of my own pay just to make
let's
history.
go.
But you know how
Let's
many
go.
bacon wrap packages they're gonna sell from seeing you guys on tour? They're gonna make millions.
Exactly. We will create a new Hot Cheetos for Oscar Mayer. We will be the new Hot Cheetos for Oscar Mayer.
What would you call a tour? What would you call a tour?
Calm down before Frank and be like, what are these fat fucks pushing? These fat fucks baking hot dogs? You guys are fucking fat, dude.
Shut up, Frankie, dog.
Oh my God, dude. Also, I want to say that, dude, we get so much shit, and mostly it's Frankie. Let's be real. He comes up here.
It's
that's
you,
what-
bro, with your Mario Lopez
Look,
comments.
I egg him on, but he fucking, I'm just like, that's one of the things I hate. I be hating how Frankie doesn't like anything. The motherfucker, you could be like, what do you hate? This one has a million things. It's like, what do you like? He's like, shit, dog, I don't even know.
And they keep calling him obese. He's not even that fat, dog.
I know, that's the crazy thing, too.
He's
I
not
wanted
even
to,
fat.
I wanted to defend him
No,
online.
I'm fat. I'm
I'm
fat.
fat. I'm fat. I'm obese, dog. That was not even fat.
He's like 42 Doug. They're just small. You know what I mean? Yeah.
He's just chubby. Like, he's just like little fluffy.
Yeah, that
that's it.
fool's
That's
actually
fluffy.
thin. I'll be like, dude, I would kill to have the body Frankie has. But
He's my after picture. You understand?
Bro, the other day I had to change my girl's oil, and I was under there. I'm like, fool, I don't fucking fit. But Frankie's a fucking mechanic. He fits everywhere, dog.
Oh, yeah, he has to.
yeah, I've seen him
It's-
under his fucking Mini Cooper. So
without it being on
yeah,
jacks.
without even Jack, he just gets under there. That fool's
Yeah.
thin. No, but for real, like I'd be super down to do that, right? It'd be cool.
would.
I mean, I think it would be a good pitch too. It's not like they're gonna get anybody more excited than 3 comedians to drive around. Oh, you got some guy that's insured. Fuck that, dude. We're fucking telling jokes. I'll fucking drop a hot 10-minute set on fucking wieners alone.
You'll probably even fucking cook some hot dogs after the show and shit.
Do
Are you
fucking,
kidding me? That's
we'll
our
do-
diet for the
we'll
rest
do-
of the road.
We'll do a fucking tailgate. You know what I mean? Tailgate.
Merch, bro. Can you imagine we're signing wieners on the
It'll
road?
be a tailgating fucking tour.
Oh,
You start
dude.
giving out free hot dogs
Coming
and
out
shit.
with my own mustard line after this, dude.
There's a
Shit
bunch.
is real.
There's a bunch of ladies at SoFi Stadium right now that are willing to tour with you guys to cook the wieners, fool.
Do you understand?
100%.
Every football game we're outside doing a free
Nah,
comedy
but
show.
now
football
cooking
game.
wieners, dude. Here's the thing, dude. And now I'm just a hot
Chef.
dog guy. You know what I mean?
What if
Bro.
it was a what if it was a pig in the blanket? Like you had to bake the bread, right? Bake the bread because you love to bake, and then this fool cooks the wieners.
Like, you guys are doing too
I'm not
much. I just
cooking-
want to
I'm
drive
not
around in the
cooking
car.
shit.
You guys are trying to get us to cook.
No,
We're fucking
all
doing.
I'm committing is to the bacon. I'm not freaking doing shit. I want to put bacon on that, and that's it. I'm not even driving, homie. I'm gonna be in the back eating hot dogs and getting ready,
And telling
for
jokes.
Yeah, I'm
that's
just
it.
saying it would be sick. We're gonna do. So
No, it
we're
would be
definitely
tight.
we're gonna reach out. Everyone tag them. We're gonna do that.
Please.
Speaking of tagging and reaching out and fucking going crazy, Cat Williams right now is going on a fucking crazy rant. It's going viral. I think he's going on tour, which makes perfect sense.
Yes.
It's kind of crazy how something always happens before someone goes on tour, right? But supposedly he was blackballed and has beef with certain comedians and shit. Has that ever happened to you where you don't have to name any names, but where people kind of like try to dampen your shine? Other comedians trying to hate on you? Is that common in the comedian
Dude,
world?
for sure. I've literally had comics. Do you remember one time I had this comic come up to one of the shows where I was headlining this little, I was just really closing out this comic book store. So I was doing a show there, and then this comic that tried to reach out to me, and he was like, I want you to do this show. And I was like, nah, I don't like you as a person, so I don't want to work with you. And he, of course, took that personally and showed up to the show and tried to fight me about it. But I already wasn't fucking with this dude because like the first people that I fucking actually started working with that were like headliners, the first people that I started opening up for, he then sent, we're supposed to be homies, and he sent them a message be like, I've been doing comedy way longer, I'm way funnier, you guys should work with me instead. And then it's like, great, now nobody's working with them, you know? So people be literally like, people don't care. It's their dream, dude.
That happens all the time.
They'll throw you under the
Does
bus
it?
for their dream all the time.
You hear it on TikToks all the time. Do not share your dreams. Do not share your thoughts. Do not share your glories. Do not share with your friends, because they're the same ones that are going to take it away from you. And look what happened, bro. You
Dead
shared
ass.
it. You told them. Okay, does that happen all the time?
But personally, can you tell me a story of when that happened to you? Someone did something to you?
Dude, I ran one of the hottest nights in Hollywood at the Hollywood Improv, bro. And it was funny because I learned this really early on. Take care of the staff. The staff will tell you. They're your eyes and ears. And sure enough, I was always that guy that tipped really well at the end of the night. I always shared the wealth with the staff members. And I remember running that night, and I was young in the game, and they were rushing upstairs, bro. And there was a comic, Latino comic, goes up there and tells the manager, you have an amateur working this night. You need to get rid of him. I'll do this night. Give me that. And he's telling her all of this, right? As he's telling her all this, the cashier, the waitress that's upstairs cashing out for the night listens to him in that conversation that he's having with the manager of the Improv, and she runs downstairs and goes, "Hey, Richard, you better go upstairs, man. They're about to get your show away.
The fuck?
This guy said this, and this, and this, and this." The reason she's loyal to me is because I tipped her very well every night, and she understood there was an incentive for her to come and tell me why.
Yeah.
Because those tips are gone now. Because this guy's not going to tip me like Richard does.
Did he end up taking your show?
No, because I went upstairs right away when this conversation was
He
happening.
confronted him.
See, that's
And,
crazy.
as I'm coming up, he's coming down.
You confronted him?
Not
you-
yet. I just saw him. I didn't catch him in the act. I go upstairs. I go to the manager. We start talking. I told her what happened. She said, "You need to pick better friends."
Ooh.
She told me, and that's all I can tell you. You need to pick better friends.
You know what's crazy is
And I
because
was like, wow, okay.
being on the road with Richard, that's like something that he's taught us. You know what I mean? Like we do clubs, and we always like if we get the video or we ask for the video from the sound guys, we'll shoot them some money, Venmo them, or we'll give. We always try to leave money on the table too, like in the green room for whatever we take or whatever they help us with. And it's like I didn't know why. I never knew the story. It's just like it's obviously a good thing to do. So that was just like I thought we were just trying to be good people, but I never knew the backstory. But that's the
Yeah.
thing that I learned from working with him. You know,
You
take care
got
of the
to
staff.
because you need allies in this business, bro. You need eyes and ears everywhere. And I've done strategies where this guy won't fuck with me. Okay, I'll put an element, somebody I know that I trust in there just to keep me in the loop, to let me know, just because I need to know what's going on. Because if you're in this business, you know somehow, some way you need to be in the mix. But that night I realized, wow, dude, that I can't believe this guy. I booked him, I brought him, I paid him. And until this day, he'll still try to come up to me. And I'm like, dude, and I confront him afterwards.
Yeah.
Afterwards, because he now went to a TV station where I was working and I was a producer now. And he comes in, and I know what kind of person you are, that if you can, you will maneuver yourself around me and cut me off. So they told me, "Hey, Richard, we hired this other comedian. He says he knows you." And of course, he's dropping my name left and right. And when I see him, I realize it's the same guy that was trying to take my gig.
Do you then get him off the show?
No. As we were done with the day, I kept it cool. At the end of the day, "Hey, Richard, let's talk." Like, well, yeah, let's talk, bro. Listen, you don't owe me anything. I don't owe you anything. Do you understand? Whatever you're here to do, I'm not here to help you. I'm not your friend. We're not friends. You do you, I do me. This is what you did. This is what you told the manager. I know who you are, bro. And I'm being upfront with you because I don't want to be disrespectful to you. I just want you to know that we're not friends, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a grown man. You're a grown man. I know what you did. I'm not dumb.
And what do you say?
No, it's not like that. I get it, bro. I get it. But I'm just letting you know these are my boundaries, bro.
Yeah, you
It's
crossed
crazy.
That is it. I'm a grown man. I'm just letting you know these are my boundaries, and I don't want to be your friend.
You know what? It's crazy when you give somebody that talk to as an adult.
And he
but
never came back again, bro. He
To
left
work?
and he never came back to work again.
Yeah, because he probably only got the spot because
Because he was
like, I'm
dropping my
homies-
name the
I'm homies
whole
with
way
Richard.
there. And they were like, "Bro, we got you somebody else that can write with you." Like, oh, dude,
Dude.
I'm cool, but I'm not here to be your friend, bro. Sorry. And when you talk to somebody like a man and you confront them like men and we have a conversation, there's no blows. I'm not going to fight you.
Right.
I'm just going to let you know what my boundaries are. And that's it. I'm not going to let you cross them.
One time we were at this show, dude, and this fucking guy that like literally had never met Richard, dude, and whatever. So this dude was sitting next to us, and then Richard was right there, and that dude goes to I go get a drink, and then this dude introduces himself to Richard, and Richard's like, "Oh, cool. Like, how long you been doing comedy? Like, who you been working with?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, I've been doing comedy for this long. I worked with Richard Villa. I worked with these people," and he was like, "I'm Richard Villa." And the dude was just like, "You've gained weight." Like the guy was like, "You've gained weight." Like,
Yeah,
like,
that was his reply to me. "Oh, you gained weight."
No.
Yeah, like he hasn't been fat his whole career. Let's be fucking real right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, it's-
Isn't that crazy? Like people,
That's super crazy.
Yeah, people have done that to me. Like, and I'm not even anybody, dude. But people like hit me up and they'll be like, "Yo, this person tried to get on my show. They said they know you, or they said they worked with you before." And I'm always like, dude, if I'm giving the okay for somebody to go be like, oh yeah, go ask them. I'm giving that person a heads up first.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, you run a show. I'll go to you and I'll be like, yo, I told my homie to hit you up. He's funny, so just so you know, expect that person to hit you up. So if anybody's fucking being like, oh, I know Ernesto or this or like blah blah blah, it's just like, dude, no, unless it's coming from me, because so many people will fucking do that. Especially how it's like comedy at first too. Is like none of us have a degree. None of us have like a contract where it's like now you're a comedian, so everybody could fake the funk up top. The first few circle of comics that I met, like one of the first guys, it was like my first year. And one of these guys, he's always been like, I've been doing comedy like 4 years, and that's what he always said. So I always kind of looked up to him. And then come to find out, he had only had like 6 months before me.
Damn.
But he would just say that so people would treat him like he was better than he
Faking the
was.
funk.
When in reality, everyone sees that you suck, so they're just like, damn, this fool sucks for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So it just made him look worse. It's like, just tell the truth, just be honest, don't be a piece of shit, and just be a regular human being, dude. Everything comes to light. It's wild.
Speaking about telling the truth, nowadays with the reach of social media and being able to like tell your own story, your own truth, it's hard for like the big media outlets to control the narrative. For example, like El Salvador is cleaning up their act. Shout out to El Salvador, and the president out there is converting to Bitcoin and locking up all the bad people, I guess. But I guess there's something going on with AMLO and Biden, right?
AMLO they had a conversation.
Well, first of all, tell people who AMLO is. Some people don't know.
President of Mexico.
The president of Mexico.
And this guy is basically building roads, basically telling the rest of the world and telling them, no, these are resources. This is our oil. This is our gas. This is our gold. This is our silver. It's part of Mexico, and we're going to enrich our country.
Yeah, they got hella good resources over there. It's
Yes,
just that they let everybody take advantage of them.
No, they would sell the rights to other countries. That's what other presidents would do. And when the big chunk of money comes in, then they would distribute amongst the big wealthy political figures. And then the people don't get anything out of it. All they do is become employees of the big corporations that are coming in and buying the rights to their soil, the rights to their gold. So now this president is going like, no. This stops now. And so I really predict that Mexico will become a dominant country, become a first world country. It won't be a developing country anymore, thanks to what this president's doing. And hopefully it doesn't go back to the old ways. But one of the things that he asked the president is, I want you to be stricter borders in Guatemala going into Mexico.
Biden asked AMLO.
AMLO. And AMLO goes, oh yeah? Well, I want you to give visas to immigrants that are already in your country for over more than 10 years. And I also want you to give back the money you took away from Central America and all these other countries. That's why they're fleeing to your country. You can't abuse Latin America and not expect those people that have been under your control now to run to your country. So it was the first time in history that a president in Mexico confronts and says, no, I won't do what you tell me until you do what I tell you to do. Take off the sanctions on Venezuela, I think, or Chile, and in Cuba. Those are the other things he's asking for. Take off those sanctions, meaning now they can do trade. They can build their infrastructure.
Why do you think it took so long?
Corruption, bro.
Because it seems like every president, so like
Okay.
Peña Nieto, like all them, they were
No.
literally-
And it's not because they want to.
Yeah, but they're
It's
forced.
it's because we have no choice now. Look at what you just said in the beginning of this conversation. The world has changed. Every phone has a camera. Everybody's a snitch. Either you better be transparent and be for the people and do what you said you were going to do. If not, they're always going to catch you now. There is no way for you to lie now. That's what people don't understand. There is no way for you to lie. You can lie now, but eventually it's going to come back and bite you in the ass.
Yeah, it's crazy. So many, like, they even have a...
Now, with that being said, that means that both sides, meaning people that we thought were victims, may not be victims anymore. The truth is also going to come out. Just like there are men that are abusive towards women, there are women that are abusive towards men. So get ready that for society, because we're not ready for that. See, we're ready to say, oh, look what he did to her. But wait, what did she do to him?
Things change because everybody has a phone now, even like in Mexico. So why do they still have separate cards, like for in the train for men and women?
I don't think people know about that. How about you tell us about that too?
Okay, then we'll talk about that.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Okay, so one of the things he says, what do you want to talk about? He says, one of the things I want to talk about is how in Mexico, they literally have a train cart in the metro system for just women, because they had such a huge problem that men were groping women that they separate them and they put all women in one cart. I was like, really? You can't control your society? In Mexico City, they have to separate men and women so they don't grope them. So if the women's cart is packed and you decide, well, it's packed, let me go to the other side, are you asking for it? Do you understand? Like, are men now in the regular train going, well, look, she came over here.
She must want it.
She knew where the women's struggle. She must want it.
Well, AMLO too. AMLO's the first president that like he doesn't live in the big White House. He sold the private plane. He sold all this like land that all the old presidents inherit. Like he lives like super humble. He gave all the money back to like the citizens. He's been doing that since day one.
Do you know why? Because you can't hide it anymore.
Yeah.
You're a good person because you know why I'm faithful? Because I'll get caught. Do you understand? That's why I'm faithful.
He's a bad cheater.
That I'm a bad cheater, and it's the thing is technology now will catch you. You want to step out? That girl's gonna share your DMs.
Yeah, now when you got a blue check mark, you can't be cheating.
Yeah. Once you get a
you
blue
be
check
at the
mark,
movie to some bitch, people be like, "It's fucking Richard, yo.
hey, what's up?
We,
You don't even know.
we seen the guy. He's fucking right here, dude."
Yeah.
Yeah,
crazy,
I don't know. It's pretty crazy. I like that. I like the fact that Mexico is finally realizing that they have so many natural resources that could actually help.
Now this is his last year though.
Yeah. So I guess he would have to recommend somebody from his party to kind of follow in his footsteps, or it could go right back to whoever the other party was.
Money
that's
talks, bro. Money talks. Money talks, and maybe greed is greed and power is power, bro.
Have you guys seen in Mexico? A lot of accounts are coming up. People are calling narcogram or something like that, like fucking narcogram. When people fucking, it's all these narcos, bro, and they be like literally posting shit on Instagram where they'll be them and they'll be like three fools in the fucking airplane, a smart airplane. They're like having fun, like with the G-force and shit like that, and they're just smuggling drugs. Or they'll be fucking like, yo, wait in here, the side of a hill. They're driving it into the side of the hill with like tons of kilos of shit in the back of a Tacoma. You know what I mean?
Dude, if my dentist does it, you don't think they're gonna do it? Everybody now's an Instagram star. I'm like getting my teeth done. I'm like, hey, bro, put the camera down, bro. Relax.
Yeah, but you
That
think, and they
circle
get
light.
so many views on that thing. You think it's like that money alone. You know what I mean? You're making all that money alone just from posting all that shit on Instagram, dude.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised one day we get a cartel Instagram TikToker.
No, it's
famous
crazy.
on
It's
there.
crazy because you'll see all these pages and they'll pop up and they'll be like hot for like a week or two. And then it's like they just stop posting. It's like that fool got caught. Definitely got caught, dude.
He's beheaded somewhere.
So yeah, that's one of my favorite things on Instagram right now is all those narco TikToks.
How do you find those, man? You just go to narco TikToks?
My algorithm?
Oh, okay.
My algorithm.
All
Like
right.
once you start seeing shit like that, you gotta interact with it so that it shows you more.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of curate your shit. You know what
All
I mean?
right, all right.
Cool, man. Well, this has been a really great episode. Thank you for pulling up, man.
Hey, thank you
We got
for
a
having
big time
me, man.
comedian on the Brown Militia podcast.
Oh, shit.
I think
Where?
we're finally moving the needle. Like Ace said, you know, we're actually like doing numbers out here. Maybe a lot of it has to do because Frankie likes to talk a lot of shit. That's where people are coming.
Well,
But
here's the shit. People are always like, oh, Mexican or raza hating on raza, typical. And it's like, yeah, if you guys would stop watching us do that shit, we'd stop doing it. But that you eat that shit up.
it's like the only clips of ours that go viral is when we're talking
yeah, because
shit.
they love it. And then it's like, they act like it's all bad and everyone's like being like, oh, you guys are doing too much. But people are fighting for us. And like vice versa in the comment section, people are fighting, having their own little arguments. Like,
And it's always like, you know, we have maybe let's say 500 comments of people talking shit, but it's literally 2,000 likes.
Yeah.
So even the people who are not commenting, defending us, you guys are still liking this shit, sharing this shit. So we're gonna keep doing it for those people.
and it's all these fucking people from like the radio in LA, fucking movie stars.
Listen, you know what I would want to hear? Somebody, if my dad was still alive, I would want my dad to be in this podcast because my dad would be, you should get an old dude like from old school paisa
Get like my tío
to
in
come
there.
in here and go, ¿saben qué hijos de su pinche madre? Lo que me, like, I would want
He
to
would be-
know
he would-
from him.
No,
Like,
because they're saying off the cuff shit. They'd be like,
Yes.
no, los jotos antes,
yeah,
los cojotos,
I mean,
los
like he
cogianos,
would,
para que supieran.
like he
Like,
would talk. If you talk, you would ask my dad about transgender. If you would ask him about gays, if you would ask him, he would tell you what his thoughts were. Just because you would want the people to know, look, this is real people.
Yeah, that's where we come from.
A real person here that has nothing to hide. Meaning, they're just really telling you what society is really thinking, but don't have a microphone.
Those people would
So-
get canceled so fast.
no, you understand? They don't care.
No, I know that they don't care, but I'm just saying, like it'd be triggering to a
No,
lot of people.
but this is the thing: is you gave a platform to somebody that just wants to voice his opinion.
Right.
I think it's
I'm
good.
sorry,
I
no,
think-
hold on.
I like
And,
the
and
idea.
look at this theory. You bring somebody that is not a social media influencer that wouldn't be
Nothing to gain.
swayed in
Yeah.
either way, shape, or form, and you just give them plain, simple questions that are going on in our society, like transgender and educating our kids on gay culture and all this stuff, and you start asking them these questions, and you ask them really, what do you think of them? And they gave you the really honest answer because they have nothing to hide. They're just giving you their honest answer. You would be surprised. I think people will be surprised in society what regular people think of what's going on in our society. I mean, forget all this bias shit. Forget all the shit you see in TikTok and everybody that's trying to front and trying to be friendly and PG and all that. But if you really get to nitty gritty, people really have their really strong thoughts, and a lot of people would react to it and go, man.
I like how today the food community posted our clip. Did you see it?
No.
They posted the clip about Frankie talking shit about Duno, and they put guy on podcast talk shit about Duno. Like they didn't even name Frankie. They didn't name our podcast.
Well, here's the
they
shit.
tagged us. They tagged us and put our name at the bottom, but they put guy on podcast. Like
The thing
come
that
on,
I don't
bro.
like is like how that, like, it's like they act like they don't know who we are, or they act like they have never seen our shit, and it's like, you guys are all mad about it. And I know we see people tagging you guys, so we know you're watching it.
Yeah.
And obviously you're fucking clipping it. You have to go to one of our pages and take it. Stop acting like you don't know who the fuck we are. You know, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's the shit. That's the shit that
It's kind of fucked up. Where like, a lot of people are like, "Oh, these fools are whack. Don't support them." But then other pages are picking it up and sharing it because they know it's hitting right now. It's
and
viral.
then it's like regular ass people too. Like it's all these fucking other people that got, like he's saying, like they got an image to uphold or to protect, so they want to appear a certain way.
well,
But
you
it's all
just
these regular
created content. You created content for them to go, look what they're doing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Create
Not us, not
controversy.
us. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
yeah.
you
It is
posted
okay.
it, so you're just as guilty, right?
Yeah, how many people are sharing the Cat Williams memes?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Look at that.
But
It's going on.
but you know what fucks people up is that we're sharing our opinions on Mexican or raza or like Latinos, whatever you want to call it, because that's what we know. That's the people that we have around us. Instead, they'll be happily if they were people on No Jumper talking shit on Mexicans, everyone would still be watching that podcast, and nobody would be tripping because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's not fucking Mexicans versus Mexicans, how they like to say.
And it's crazy because Adam 22 was talking mad shit about Duno, and like no one really says
Yeah,
anything.
he was on the podcast and they pretty much ended it.
He said that Duno hasn't seen his dick in so many years, that he's so fat, that this and that, he don't get no pussy, and then no one even said shit. Like they just let that white man talk shit about fucking Duno, but when one of our owns says something like, "Oh, it's his biggest fucking the big deal," you know?
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
And but we also be tagging these people and we be fucking. It's not like we got anything to hide. It's also like, and then you're posting their picture on the clips. It's like, dude, we're being fucking open about it. And it's also there's an open platform. Like you don't have to like nothing's gonna happen. We're all adults. Like come in here. If you disagree, we could disagree and not be friends, but have a conversation about it. I mean, this is what we're on mics for. You know, if you don't like it, what we're talking about, if you want to come in here and rebuttal, then you can. That's an open invitation.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What kind of podcast did I get myself into, man? This is
We're gonna end it on
bullshit.
that note, man. Richard, thank you so much for pulling up to the podcast. Really appreciate it. We'd love to have you back anytime. Let the people know what you got going on.
Well, like I said, I have shows coming up. Stay tuned for all my tour dates. On the 14th, I'll be in Covina, La Factory. Also on the 18th, we're at Tempe, Arizona. On the 20th, now that's a big show. You guys want to come to the Ice House? We're gonna have a big celebration. We're gonna get crunk, bro. If you want to see me like happy, go on the 20th.
Come on out. Oldest comedy club in California, owned by the Lakers, so it's popping.
The Ice House?
Yeah.
Pasadena, right?
Yep.
Ernesto, you got anything you want to plug?
I'm gonna be on some of those shows.
On some of those shows, he's gonna be in some of those shows. He's definitely gonna be on the 20th.
I've been touring
on
with
the
Richard,
18th.
so I'm on a lot of his dates.
That's why.
That's what's up, man. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. You guys already know the deal, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Big brr.